friends, welcome in. My name's Shannon. We're here today with a timeless reading for the collective. Gonna see what you guys need to know. I think we're gonna start off with an oracle card and then we'll dive in with the tarot to get some more details. Oh, nice. Starting out with freedom. The child on the bottom of the deck. Maybe finding freedom from something we've been dealing with since childhood. What are we finding freedom from, Spirit? What is this freedom about? First card we have out is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, Five of Swords. Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So with the freedom card coming out first, guys, it feels to me like you're moving away from this conflict, away from situations that, with the Five of Swords, this is like dealing with a situation where it's a lose-lose, right? Winning the battle, but losing the war, so to speak. And it feels to me like we're moving away from this. And in a sense, gaining freedom. Mental freedom from worrying about what other people are thinking, from worrying about how other people are going to react. We're leaving this in the past. Why? What is this about? We have the King of Pentacles coming out next. That was the World that wanted to flip out. And the Star. The King of Pentacles and the Star. Yeah, you guys, if this is your reading, you're moving away from things that are only serving to hold you back. And we're moving towards this situation of healing from these past events, healing from things that, like I said earlier, maybe stem from your childhood. But with the King of Pentacles, this is us really focusing on our finances, focusing on our housing, focusing on things that matter here in the material world. Might even be healing ourselves from situations surrounding money, surrounding finance. But we're stepping into this more mature energy, this energy where people who want to play games like this with the Five of Swords, where, you know, they want to go tit for tat with things, you don't have the time for it anymore. There's like this level up coming. And in doing that, in leveling up, you know, in accessing aspects of ourselves that we haven't accessed before, integrating pain that maybe we haven't integrated before. In doing this, we get the catalyst here to really move forward towards what it is we want. And it seems like what you want, showing up here as the King of Pentacles, is to really have a stable foundation for yourself. So focusing in on that stable foundation and maybe finding freedom financially, finding freedom. Maybe, you know, you're leaving behind living with somebody else and gaining your own place, something along these lines. But the main thread here is that we're no longer paying attention to people, places, things that are only serving to hold us back from achieving what it is we can achieve. We're leaving all of this in the past. And instead, we're putting all of that energy into healing ourselves, into focusing in on ourselves, into bettering where we're at. And this isn't like in a selfish way, because the Five of Swords speaks to somebody, like I said earlier, that wants to go tit for tat with you. It's not going to get either of you anywhere. And you're kind of saying goodbye to whatever that energy is, whoever that person is. We're letting them go. See the Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You guys are absolutely standing your ground with this. This could have been between you and a partner of some type. Could have been a work partner, could have been, you know, a relationship that you were in, could be with family. Take it as it resonates for you. But there really is this energy of disconnecting from something that wanted to drag you down to their level, that wanted to see you fail because maybe they're not doing so good. that type of a person, that type of an energy. We're disconnecting from that. We're moving on. Two of Pentacles. There's the Queen of Pentacles and Judgment. You guys are finding balance. You guys are recalibrating yourselves right now. And we're doing so with the help of Spirit. With the Judgment card coming out here, like I said earlier, again, with the Child card on the bottom of the deck, with Judgment, this is about reassessing something that might have happened to us previously, something that's happened to us in the past. Reassessing that situation and looking at it from a different perspective. And what it feels like to me is, instead of being super tied up in your head or super tied up in your feelings over this, you're really coming at this from a logical based perspective. You're maintaining a balance while moving through this healing period. So we're not allowing this to, set us off in one direction or the other. We're staying the straight and narrow. We're moving down this path towards where it is we know we want to be. For some of you, this is going to set some people off, which is going to feel like an additional hurdle for you to get over. But honestly, guys, if this is your reading, this is your energy that I'm reading off of right now, you don't care. Your focus is where it should be, which is within yourself. Your focus is on, how do I make this happen? How do I, make sure that my room's clean? Like, I don't care what everybody else's room looks like. I'm worrying about myself right now. See the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So it's going to be important for you guys as you're moving through this situation to maintain this level of balance, this level of, you know what, I know where I want to be. I'm good. I'm going to keep following that. Because again, it feels like there's some type of an energy that wants to pull you back in and you're resisting it right now. We have the High Priestess coming out. You guys are definitely being guided here. Judgment and the High Priestess. This is like I said earlier, revisiting something from your past, having some type of an awakening about something that had occurred to you. And then with the High Priestess coming through, it's like you're tapping into this knowledge that maybe you hadn't been able to access before. And in doing so, you're seeing things clearly for what they are. You're recognizing that this isn't going to be the end of the world. Instead, it's an opportunity at freedom. It's an opportunity to move forward. It's an opportunity to really show up for yourself in a big way in the material realm. Again, we've got all these pentacles here. We have the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. That's independence. That's freedom financially, stability on your own. You're not relying on anybody else. You don't need to. And maybe that's the goal here, was to free yourself from somebody who maybe had control of your finances, maybe was controlling, your spending or what you were allowed to go out and do, something like this. Breaking away from some type of a controlling scenario. Let's see, what's our advice? That's the Strength card on the floor. Advice. We have Strength coming out with the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So Spirit's encouraging you to be strong. Spirit is also, with the Strength card, encouraging you to integrate aspects of yourself that maybe at one point in time you deemed unworthy or you deemed bad. And this is hearkening back to the Child card again. Like I said at the very beginning of the reading, it feels like there is something from your past, from your childhood, that is now being integrated, that is now being utilized. And this particular incident here with the Five of Swords, whomever you're dealing with here, whatever the situation is, it's serving as a jumping off point for you to be able to recognize that part of you serves a purpose. And that might look like you standing up for yourself. That might look like you walking away from things, even when it feels painful to do so, because you know it's the right thing to do. Whatever it is for you guys, you're gaining a whole heap of clarity on this. With the Ace of Swords, this is something that maybe you haven't experienced before. There's a lot of clarity here. There's a lot of clarity, there's a lot of healing, and there's a lot of assistance. I feel like that's important to say. You guys are being supported through this. But it will take your own willpower in order to get to the end point that you want to get to. Let's pull one more card. What was that? That was the Ten of Wands. It flipped out, flipped back in. The Queen of Swords. Now we have that Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So you guys are going to have to, likely what this is having to deal with is speaking our mind in some way. Maybe you weren't comfortable saying what you needed to say before. Now you're being guided to integrate this aspect of yourself because you know what to say. You know how to say it. You're smart. You're intelligent. You know, you're on the ball. You know what you want. But there's somebody here or something here that was trying to keep you away from that part of yourself. And now we see, with the help of your guides, the help of spirit, you're healing this. And in doing so, we're releasing whatever this Five of Swords is. And we're embracing this aspect of ourselves that we have left locked away for way too long. It's time to let that part of you out. It's time to show up for yourself in the way that you need to be showing up for yourself. And that's exactly what I see you guys doing. So if this is your reading, friends, keep going. Keep listening to that intuition. Keep discerning between, you know, what is right, what is wrong, what is this person's intentions, you know, because oftentimes people's words and their true intentions do not align with one another. So keep standing up for yourself, keep speaking up for yourself, and keep putting in this work that you're putting in healing yourself and also in solidifying your place here in the physical realm. Yeah, whatever this Five of Swords is, guys, leave that in the past. It's not worth it. Not worth it. All right, friends, that's where we're going to leave it at today. I hope this reaches whoever needs to hear it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by and hanging out with me, and I will talk to you again soon.